Feature for Christmas. You guys are gonna love it. It's got great ghosts in the first one. You may not have seen this. Narrated by Vincent Price.
Very good.
Like Vincent.
It's a sign of quality.
Yeah, I love to watch.
All right.
Rest ye merry, gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our Heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same. That in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Fear not, then said the angel, let nothing you affright. This day is born a Savior of a pure virgin bride, to free all those who trust in Him.
Gilbert K. Chesterton once said, "In everybody there is a thing that loves children, fears death, and likes sunlight. And this thing enjoys Charles Dickens." Before I tell you about the Christmas Carol, let me read to you what Charles Dickens himself wrote about this story. I have endeavored in this ghostly little story to raise the ghost of an idea which shall not put my readers out of humor with themselves, with each other, with the season, or with me. May it haunt their houses pleasantly. Charles Dickens. To begin with, Jacob Marley was dead. There is no doubt about that. You will therefore permit me to repeat emphatically that Marley was as dead as a doornail. Did Scrooge know that he was dead? Of course he did. Ebenezer Scrooge and he had been partners for I don't know how many years. Scrooge never painted out Marley's name, and so there it stood 7 years afterwards, above the warehouse door. Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, but he was a tight-fisted old sinner, hard and sharp as flint. The cold within him froze his features because he always carried his own low temperature with him. And he didn't thaw 1 degree, not even at Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Christmas. Humbug.
Christmas, a humbug? Uncle, you don't mean that, I'm sure.
What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Humbug. What's Christmas to you but a time for finding yourself a year older but not an hour richer? Every idiot that goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding.
Now, Uncle, I know you...
Now, you keep Christmas in your own way, Fred, and I keep it in mine. Be off now. This is a place of business.
Don't be angry. Come dine with us tomorrow.
No.
Caroline will be happy to see you.
Why did you ever get married?
Because I fell in love.
Love? That's the only thing in the world more ridiculous than a Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, nephew.
Uncle, I'm sorry with all my heart to find you like this. Merry Christmas, Bob.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Let me hear another sound from you. You'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. You'll want all day tomorrow, I suppose, Crescent.
Quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient.
But it's only 1 day in the year, sir.
A poor excuse to pick the pocket of your employer every 25th of December. But be here all the earlier next morning.
I will, sir. And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Scrooge.
Ah. Christmas. Nonsense. Humbug.
And while most of London was jovial and full of glee in honor of this Christmas Eve, Scrooge had taken his melancholy dinner at his usual melancholy tavern. And having read all the newspapers, he went home to bed. Scrooge lived in the chambers which had once belonged to Marley, his ex-partner. And as I have remarked before, Marley is dead these last 7 years. Dead as a doornail.
Ebenezer Scrooge?
How now? What do you want of me?
Much.
Who are you?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. You don't believe in me?
I don't.
What evidence would you have of my reality beyond that of your own senses?
I don't know.
Then why doubt your senses?
Because a slight disorder in my stomach could make my senses cheat me. You might be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a fragment of underdone potato. Humbug, I tell you, humbug! mercy on me, dreadful apparition.
Now, do you believe in me or not?
I do. But why do you come to plague me? And why do you wear that ponderous chain?
I made it link by link in my life, as you are doing for yourself on earth. It is now a part of my penance, and I am here tonight to warn you of a fate such as mine. But Ebenezer, if you change your ways, you have a chance of escaping my doom.
You were always a good friend to me, Jacob. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits. Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first tomorrow, when the bell tolls 1. Expect the next on the following night at the same hour, and the third on the next night, when the last stroke of 12 has ceased to vibrate.
Couldn't I take them all at once, Jacob, and have it over with?
Look to see me no more, and look that for your own sake you remember what has passed between us.
Scrooge tried desperately to say humbug to the strange happening, but the word stuck in his throat, unuttered, for it was highly probable it was not humbug. Being very much in need of repose from the experience he had undergone, or shall I say, fatigues of the day, he went straight to bed without undressing and fell asleep in an instant. A few hours later,
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What business brings you here?
Your welfare. I have things to show you, which are the shadow of the things that have been. Rise. And walk with me.
the ghost of Christmas past led Scrooge down the road which he had forgotten for so many years. He showed him a Christmas day in the past, which was a happy one for most children, but not for one lonely schoolboy.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Do you know that boy?
Yes, I do. It is I as a boy. Oh, I remember that Christmas well. I felt so lonely. My playmates, they didn't like me.
It was because you had shunned them.
Oh, poor boy. I wish...
What is the matter?
There was a boy singing a Christmas carol on the street last night. I should have liked to have given him something, that's all.
Shall I show you another Christmas, 40 years ago, when a fair young girl released you from your marriage contract
No, no.
because she discovered you had ceased to love her. Your greed, avarice, and desire for wealth had killed the love she had for you.
No, no, spirits. Show me no more. Leave me. Haunt me no longer.
Awakening in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore and sitting up in bed to get his thoughts together, Scrooge had no occasion to be told that the bell was again upon the stroke of 1.
Merv, you're stupid. Merv, you're an idiot. Merv, I hate it when you don't listen to me. Merv, I hate it when you fall asleep in public places. Merv, I should crucify you. Merv.
I think I've got an idea.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.com.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Merv, can you at least try to stay awake for the movie?
This movie needs better ghosts.
Scrooge!
I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me.
Yes, Spirit. Conduct me where you will. I went forth last night on compulsion, and I learned a lesson which is working now. Tonight, if you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe. Look.
Belinda, bring the plates.
Oh,
Belinda, there's a great deal of work to be done. Help your sister.
Missy, you get the...
I came by outside. I could smell the sage and the onions.
You knew it was off, Mother.
Oh, I certainly did, boy. Peter, set the chairs.
Can I put some patchwork on the fire, Mother?
No, your father will do that when he comes. What has gotten your precious father? And your brother, Tiny Tim?
And Martha wasn't as late last year by half an hour.
Oh.
This is the house of your clerk, Bob Cratchit.
But he has hardly a penny to his name.
I, the ghost of Christmas present, have blessed his house. Here comes Bob now with another member of his family, Tiny Tim.
And a Merry Christmas, everybody. And there you are, Tiny Tim, right in your own chair.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
And Martha.
Yes, here I am again.
Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without Martha coming to visit us.
Bob.
And how did Tiny Tim behave today, Bob?
Fine. He told me coming home that he was glad he'd been to church. Because it's pleasant to remember that the day is called Christmas, after he who made the lame to walk and the blind to see. Oh, beautiful Christmas table.
It would be more beautiful if we had a turkey, but we'll manage.
Of course we will.
See what a happy family your clerk has on only 15 shillings a week?
Tiny Tim. I didn't know he was sick and a cripple.
Mr. Scrooge. I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon.
Dear, it's Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, when one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge.
My dear, it's Christmas.
Very well. I'll drink his health for your sake, and because it's Christmas. Long life to him. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
God bless us, everyone.
Tell me, Tiny Tim, will he live?
I see a vacant seat and a little crutch without an owner.
No. Say he will be spared.
My life on the globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight?
The time is drawing near for me to go and for your third visitor to appear.
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any specter I have seen. But lead on, I want to know.
I met a very kind young man today who asked after you. Mr. Scrooge's nephew, whom I scarcely know. I told him about Tiny Tim, and he said, I'm heartily sorry for you and your good wife. By the by, how he ever knew that, I don't know.
You what, dear?
That you were a good wife.
Oh, everyone knows that.
And he said, if I can be of any service to you at any time, pray come to me.
He's rather unlike his old Uncle Scrooge, isn't he?
If you must torment me, be quick. Take me to what else you have to show.
I don't know much about it either. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
What had he done with his money?
I haven't heard. But he'll have no use for it where he's going.
It's likely to be a cheap funeral, for upon my life I don't know anyone to go to it. Suppose we make up a party and volunteer.
When I come to think of it, I'm not at all sure that I wasn't his most particular friend. For we used to stop and speak whenever we met. I don't mind going to his funeral if lunch is provided.
Tell me what man they are speaking of. Who is it that lies dead? No, hear me. I am not the man I was. Assure me I yet may change the shadows you have shown me. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. Marley! Marley! Jacob Marley! Heaven and Christmas time be praised for this. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirit of all three shall thrive within me.
Boy, oh boy!
Yes, sir?
What's today?
What, sir?
What's today, my fine fellow?
Today? Why, Christmas Day, sir.
It's still Christmas, and I haven't
For a man who had been out of practice for years, Scrooge gave a most illustrious laugh, the father of a long line of brilliant laughs. And Scrooge dressed himself all in his best, and at last got out into the streets, wishing everyone he met a Merry Christmas.
Mr. Fred, come in, come
Fred, have you room at your table for some friends?
Oh, you're very welcome, Mr. Fred, sir. And you too, ma'am. I only hope that our lowly feast is to your liking.
Now, don't fret about provisions. We've brought plenty for all.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Mr. Scrooge.
And Mrs. Cratchit, for you.
Mr. Scrooge.
My dear, that's for you. Darling, for you.
For me?
And you, sir.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge, I don't know how we can ever thank you.
Don't. And I'm going to raise your salary and help your large family in every way possible. And Tiny Tim. I saw a friend of mine at church just a little while ago. A famous surgeon. You and I are going to see him tomorrow. And he's going to be your friend, too.
Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Scrooge won his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. Scrooge had no further dealings with ghosts, but it was always said that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May it truly be said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone.
The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields as they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. And there it did blow soft and stay, right over the place where Jesus lay. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Entered in their wise and free, so reverently upon their knees, and offered there in his presence their gold and myrrh and frankincense. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel.
Can you say polished turd?
I got it. Definitely. Polished turd.
Did I miss something good?
No, well, we've got another one though. It's a double feature, just for Christmas.
We
All
should
right.
take a potty break first, though, huh?
Break time?
Break.
Everybody, yeah?
Definitely.
All right.
Okay.
Grab some of those bat wings.
Okay.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of the child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on a sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
Aliens, monsters, alien monsters, thrills and chills. Tune in for classics of sci-fi and horror on Theater of the Fantastic. Some of the best and not so best of classic sci-fi and horror run on Access Channel 99, featuring stars like Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Basil Rathbone, and many more. Check the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire Metro on Cable 1. Theater of the Fantastic on Access Channel 99.
So, what was your idea?
Well, I think we have to wait until he's completely out.
I've got something that could help with that.
Oh, yeah?
May I inquire, Mr. Cratchit, what you're doing with that shovel full of coal?
Why, I beg your pardon, sir, but the outer office is intensely cold, and my fire...
Your fire?
I should have said your fire, sir.
Yes, sir.
It shows symptoms of going out. and I thought I might venture to replenish it with a small quantity of coal.
Well, of course, you know, it's very evident to me, you know, Mr. Cratchit, that you and I left apart. Oh, I see no help for it, sir. You don't pay for the coal, so you can afford to be reckless. It's therefore very evident to me, sir, you know, that my interest is not your interest. Nor my welfare, your welfare. Get on with your work, sir. That'll keep you warm enough. I'm not cold. Why should you be? And I'm your senior by a great many years, I fancy.
And all about a small shovel full of coal.
None of your mumbling, you know, none of your mumbling. You have a wife and family to support, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How many children have you got?
Around half dozen, sir. 3 boys and 3 girls.
Tut. Can I afford a wife?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
I mean, no, sir.
Have I any children?
I don't know, sir.
Eh?
No, sir.
How much am I constrained to pay you a week for your services?
15 shillings, sir.
Be to your interest, sir, to see that you're worth it.
And God save you.
Humbug.
Mr. Humbug, you can't mean that, I'm sure.
I do mean it, sir. What right have you to be merry? What reason have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Come then. What right have you to be dismal? What reason have you to be morose? You're rich enough.
Humbug.
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
How can I help being cross, sir, when I live in such a world of fools as this is? A Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you, sir? The time for paying bills without money. Time for finding yourself a year older? Not a penny of it, sir. If I had my way, sir, every fool who goes about saying Merry Christmas should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of olive to his heart. He should.
Uncle!
Nephew, you keep Christmas your way. Let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it.
Well, let me leave it alone then. Much good has it done you? Much good will it ever do you?
It's the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut hearts freely. And therefore, though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear.
Mr. Cratchit, if I hear another word from you, you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation. Dear. Quite a powerful speaker, sir. No wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come, dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see you...
But why? Why?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because I fell... Good evening.
You never came to see us before that happened. Why give that as a reason for not coming now?
Good evening, sir.
But I want nothing from you. I ask nothing of you.
Well, you won't get it, so you won't be disappointed, will you?
We've never had a quarrel to which I've been party. So why not let us part friends?
Good evening, sir.
Well, I'm sorry with all my heart to find this a relative. But I've made the trial in homage to Christmas, and I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good evening, sir.
And a Happy New Year.
You're a noisy devil, that's what you are, sir.
Merry Christmas, Bob Cratchit.
And the same to you, sir, and many of them. And not forgetting your good lady, Mrs. Fred.
Thank you, Cratchit. A Merry Christmas to you. A Merry Christmas.
On the feast of Steel, when the snow around the bell, we come with and we know that moon and snow, where the first was cool, then a woman came in touch.
always ready and willing to quit your work, I notice.
It's 7 o'clock, sir.
That clock's fast. By the way, I suppose you'll want all day off tomorrow, eh?
Well, sir, if it's quite convenient.
It isn't convenient. It isn't fair. If I were to stop half a crown for it, oh, you'd be mightily ill-used, I'll be bound, wouldn't you? Don't think I'm ill-used, do you? When I have to pay a whole day's wages. No work.
It only happens once a year, sir.
That's a pretty excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Well, I suppose you've got to have it. Yeah, there's the key. You'll see, sir, that you're here all the earlier next morning.
Good night, sir, and a Merry Christmas.
Ah, humbug.
Here we go. I think we have just the thing to help us with our intervention with Merv.
You know, I got a little something that'll go along really well with this.
Oh, yeah?
Keep it on hand for just such an occasion. Got it from Timothy Leary, circa 1969.
Oh, nice. Tune in and drop out.
Did you buy the flashlight and the batteries?
Yes.
Did you make sure we're not missing anything in the first aid kit?
Yup.
Did you go through the plan with the kids again?
Yes.
The more you prepare today, the more you'll be able to reduce the devastating effects of a tornado, an earthquake, a power outage, or any other disaster. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Visit ready.gov.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Listen up, maggots. Machine guns, bazookas, tanks, bazookas, battleships, bazookas. Fall in for combat cinema right here on Access Channel 99. Classic war films featuring Nazi menaces, Axis enemies, action galore, and bazookas. Combat cinema on Access Channel 99. Check out the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire Metro on Cable 1. Watch Combat Cinema on Access Channel 99. We've got bazookas. Hey!
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Merv! Here, you look parched. You haven't had your quota for today.
Drink up, buddy.
Yeah, drink up.
Ah, Merry Christmas. You bet. Oh, acquaintance beef. That's it. Bottoms up.
Happy last drop.
Huh?
You have no idea.
Thank you, my dear.
Merry Christmas to you, my boy.
Thank you, sir. Same to you, sir. Give us a penny.
Get out of this. Clean? You call this clean?
Yes.
Well, it is. Frank, Frank. Tell him to stop that noise.
My lord, will you make your speech now, or will you let the ladies and gentlemen continue to enjoy themselves? Call silence for the loyal toast. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, pray silence for the Right Honourable the Lord Mayor of London. My lord.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, Her Most Gracious Majesty, the Queen.
Devil are you doing? Frightening people out of their wits. humbug.
Look, Ebenezer Scrooge, for only you can see me.
You want with me?
Much.
Oh, yeah.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
In life? Why do you trouble?
It is required of everyone that the spirit within him roar among his fellow men. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. Lies beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hall. So I cannot rest. I cannot stay, linger anywhere.
You are fettered. Why?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link. Would you know the weight and length of the coil you bear yourself?
Speak words of comfort to me, Jacob Marley. Speak words of comfort.
Comfort? I have none to give. I am here to warn you, to save you, if that be possible.
To warn? To save me? From what?
From such a fate as mine, to wander through the world and witness what I cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turn to happiness.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob. Business.
Mankind should have been my business. Charity, forbearance, benevolence, all were my business, as they should be yours. Now heed me, for my time is short. You will be haunted by 3 spirits,
Without their visit, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. You shall behold the visions of a Christmas past, a Christmas present, and a Christmas yet to come. Expect the first when the clock strikes midnight tonight. Molly! Look to see me no more. Molly!
Merv, I am the ghost of Christmas past. Wake up and repent your past, Merv. All your wrongdoings.
Ghost of Christmas. Repent my past. What the? What are you doing?
You know what you've done, Merv. Repent.
I recall nailing the turbans to the heads of some envoys years ago. That wasn't so bad. Staking 10,000 people out for the Sultan Tuesday. That really wasn't that bad. And
Merv.
I've had many wives said Van Helsing after me, but even you know, my past has not been all that bad. I've actually kind of enjoyed it. I'm not sure I can repent here of this. I don't know. Say, Ghost, are there any young virgins around here?
Merv, you will be visited by many other ghosts.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No blood.
No blood.
All right.
Be prepared.
All right. Thank you.
Plans tonight, Kevin? Yep, going to Ryan's house for a party.
I guess that's okay. Just be home by 10.
What? It's Friday night. The curfew you have imposed is an egregious infringement upon my social well-being and freedom. Speaking of freedom, it is preposterous to suggest that I must have my homework done before playing video games. I also dispute your contention that I keep my room clean, and the vile task of taking out the garbage is beneath me. I know my rights, and you can't tell me what to do. Ryan's party, here I come.
Thank you, Kevin. Mom, Dad, you have 30 seconds for a response.
Does every conversation with your teen turn into a debate? Call the Boys Town National Hotline at 800-448-3000 or visit parenting.org. Trained counselors are on call 24/7 to help with parenting problems, big or small. Don't wait for your next debate.
Return to the range for Western Wednesdays on Access Channel 99. Classic westerns featuring John Wayne, Roy Rogers, The Lone Ranger, and Randolph Scott, and many more are featured on Western Wednesdays. Corral the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire metro on Cable 1. Watch Western Wednesdays on Access Channel 99.
Really? Buzz, what's up, man? You left some leaves burning out here.
Yeah, I just came in just for a second.
Come on, man. If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. You could torch the whole neighborhood.
It's a good point there, Smokey.
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
and all's well.
I am the spirit of Christmas past. I am here to show you the things that have been. Look back beyond the gulf of vanished years.
The money is due and must be paid. But, sir, that's impossible. Then I shall have no alternative but to take immediate steps to recover it. But, sir, you must see that if that is the way I conduct my business. You don't mean sell us up? That is precisely what I do mean. But, sir, I couldn't work in the hospital.
Mr. Scrooge, I beg of you.
Good day.
You can't do this. You can't be so unjust.
Give us a little more time. A week.
Please.
I didn't hear you come in.
So it is true.
What do you mean?
What they say. You're a man without pity, without remorse, who weighs everything in the scale of profit and loss.
Bill!
I heard. I couldn't help it.
This is business. If I were to allow sentiment to enter this counting house, I should be in the bankruptcy court within a year. And as for that couple who've just gone out, well, set your mind at rest about them. Worthless, shiftless pair, who've had my good money, now want to avoid paying it back.
Your money. Your good money. They asked you for a little breathing space, a little time in which to pay. That's all.
Enough of this, Bill. I'm ready to make allowances for your feelings as a woman. But I must ask you to leave my business affairs alone. When you marry me, I shall insist. Take leave of your senses.
I've tried hard not to believe what they've said about you. I'd give anything not to believe it now. But the evidence of my own eyes and ears, I must believe. You were not always so. And I can see now that one passion and one passion only engrosses you. Gain.
What then? Even if it were so, I'm not changed towards you.
You are changed. Changed in every way. You're not the man you were. Our contact's an old one, made when we were poor and content to be so. May you be happy, alone, in the life you've chosen.
Now look and see the happiness you have missed.
Oh, by the way, Bill, I saw an old friend of yours this afternoon.
Oh? Who was it?
You guess.
How can I? I don't know. It wasn't Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge it was.
I passed his office window, and as it was not shut up and there was a candle inside, I could scarcely help see him. His partner's on the point of death, I hear. And there he sat, alone. Quite alone in the world, I do believe.
Spirit, I cannot bear it. Haunt me no more. I told you these were the shadows of the things that have been, that they are what they are. Do not blame me. Take me back.
Can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww!
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Six Guns, Frontier Justice, and Bare Knuckle Disagreements. Saddle up for Sagebrush Cinema on Access Channel 99. Classic westerns featuring John Wayne, Roy Rogers, The Lone Ranger, Randolph Scott, and many more are featured on Sagebrush Cinema. Corral the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire metro on Cable 1.
Vampires, werewolves, and spooky, scary skeletons. Let your bones rattle. The Spooky Cinema here on Channel 99. Classics featuring Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and more. Check the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire metro on the Cable 1. Spooky Cinema on Access Channel 99.
I'm Major Ed Polito, United States Army retired. We had just finished a mission, and as I was driving, I hit an IED. I experienced post-traumatic issues related to the experience, and then when they took my leg away, I actually thought about taking my life. What changed was I began to reach out for support and to think about all these things need to be talked about. And so I began my recovery and to see that my life wasn't over and that I could conquer my challenge.
Merv Dracula! I am the ghost of Christmas present.
Christmas present.
Awake. Awake and repent. Look about you. The centuries that you look about you, that you don't see what you should be seeing. The world for what it truly is, not the evil that you create, Merv. Merv! Stop and look around you. Take the time to see your surroundings as they should be. Repent before it's too late. Merv! Merv! Look upon the evil for which you have wrought. Repent, Merv. It's not too late. Repent while you can. It's not too late, Merv.
They remind me of some damn little twins that were ugly little bastards that I hit back in London.
Never mind about that. It's not too late.
Yes.
Repent.
Repent, yes, I hear.
Repent!
Yes, I hear.
Repent!
Banfield, little bastard.
It's 1 o'clock, I know it is.
and know me better man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. Look upon me. You have never seen the like of me before. Never. Have never walked forth with the younger members of my family, meaning I am very young. My elder brothers, born in those later years.
I don't think I have. I'm afraid I have not. Have you many brothers, Spirit?
More than 1,800.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. Already I have been forth under compulsion and learned a lesson which is working now. If you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe, and you shall see how your poor clerk, with his paltry 15 shillings a week, which you so grudgingly dole out to him, keeps Christmas. Touch my robe.
Up, you tiny Tim.
On Christmas Day?
Yes, Father dear, here I am. That was the goose. I'll fetch it in. And
you're cold. Come and sit down and warm a bit. And how did Tiny Tim behave?
As good as gold, and better. You know, somehow he gets thoughtful, sitting by himself so much, and thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me, coming home, that he hoped that the people in the church saw him, because he was a cripple, and that it might be pleasant for them to remember, upon a Christmas day, who made lame beggars walk and blind men see. But he's growing stronger. Yes, growing strong and hearty.
I wish I could believe you, Bob. But I'm afraid.
There never will be such a good.
For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful.
And its flavor will I know to pass my utmost expectations. With the mashed potatoes and the apple sauce. It will, I am sure, present a delightful combination that we shall remember until our dying day. Delicious. Delicious. That's the best goose we ever had, Mother.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I've eaten too much.
And even now, we haven't eaten it all.
You laugh. Laugh. I envy them. Spirit, tell me that Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved. If these shadows remain unaltered in the future, the child will die.
Oh, tell me that he'll be spared.
If he is like to die, had he not better do it and decrease the surplus population?
I give you a toast. I give you Mrs. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
The founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind to feast upon. I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
But, my dear, the children, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day, I'm sure, on which one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge. You know he is, Robert. Nobody knows it better than you do, poor fellow.
My dear, Christmas Day.
Well, I'll drink his health for your sake and the day's, not his. He'll be very merry and very happy, I've no doubt. Here's Mr. Scrooge's health.
Now, children, all together, Mr. Scrooge's health. Mr. Scrooge's health.
Mr. Scrooge's health.
And now, Tiny Tim will sing to us.
Yes, I do. What shall I sing? Hark the heralding.
Yes,
hark the heralding. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King, peace on earth and mercy nigh of God.
Come now and see how others keep Christmas.
Fog-shrouded streets, gangsters, crooks, private eyes, and dangerous dames. Classic mysteries and thrillers are featured every week on Mystery Mondays on Access Channel 99. Sherlock Holmes, Dick Tracy, Bulldog Drummond, and other classic films run every Monday on Access Channel 99 or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire Metro on Cable 1. Hang up the trench coat and curl up for Mystery Mondays right here on Access Channel 99.
Welcome home, man.
April 21st, 2007, we started to conduct a search of a suspicious vehicle, and that's when the sniper engaged us. A chunk of metal ricocheted in my upper right thigh and severed my femoral artery. I died for 15 minutes, but I'm fine emotionally. I had no PTSD because at Walter Reed, I had clinical psychologists walking into my room every 4 hours to get me to talk about what happened. It was preventative medicine. The earlier and more often you talk about a traumatic experience, the faster you will recover from it.
I am the ghost of Christmas future, Merv.
Oh, the future.
If you do not change your ways, your future will be very black as your soul.
My soul has some fun, you know.
No, Merv, no. This is an undesirable darkness. For you see, vampires are more popular than ever. But your name, Merv Dracula, your name will be forgotten. Your name will be erased from the history books till all that remains.
Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not been, but will be in the time to come. And as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear you company.
I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
When did he die?
Last night, I believe.
Why, what was the matter with him? I thought he'd never die.
Heaven knows. What's he done with his money? Left it to his company, perhaps. He hasn't left it to me. That's all I know.
How are you? Very well. How are you? So old Nick has got his own at last.
Yes, so I'm told. Cold, isn't it?
Seasonable for Christmas time. Oh, yes. You're not a skater, I suppose.
Oh, no. I've got something else to think about.
I do not see myself in my accustomed place. Where am I? Why am I not there?
Don't stand there staring as if you were afraid, woman. Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like this? Not a dead man, I suppose.
Open this bundle, old Joe, and let me know the value of it. I ain't afraid to be the first, nor afraid for them to see it.
Yes, you look out. I wouldn't give another sixpence.
Now mind, Joe.
Ah. 8 shillings. I always give too much to ladies. It's a weakness of mine.
And now unto my bundle, Joe.
Bed curtains.
Ah, bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took 'em down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Why not?
You was born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
Here, don't drop the oil on my blanket.
His blankets?
Whose else's? He isn't likely to take cold without them, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching.
Oh, don't you be afraid of that. Ah, you can look through that shirt until your eyes ache and you won't find a hole in it. It's the best he had. It'd have been wasted if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. I took it off him. Calico's just as becoming to the body. He couldn't have looked uglier than he did in that one. This is the end of it, you see. He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he was dead.
I see. The case of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Merciful heavens! What is that? Is this the man they spoke of? Neglected, robbed, hated. Can you not show me some tenderness connected with death?
My little child. Tiny Tim, thy childish essence was from God. I met Mr. Scrooge's nephew today, and he said to me, I'm heartily sorry for you, Mr. Cratchit, and heartily sorry for your good wife. So how he knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, my dear?
Why, that you were a good wife.
Everybody knows that.
Well observed, my boy. And he said, if there's any service that I can do for you, pray come to me. It almost seemed as though he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us. And I'm sure we shall none of us forget him, nor this first parting there has been among us.
Never, Father.
And I know that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, although he was but a little child, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, Father.
I'm very happy. Very happy.
Now, Spirit, tell me what man that was whom we saw lying dead. Nearer to the stone at which you point. Tell me, are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Ebenezer Scrooge! Man who lay upon the bed. No, Spirit, no. I'll not be the man I was. I'll not be the man I must have been but for this intercourse. Why show me this if it is all too late? Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. No, no.
Yeah, more popular. My name is everywhere. Everyone knows my accent. Everyone knows that everything is metal in the Cape. What do you mean? What do you mean? Count Chocula? You mean that's a joke? Like the Count from the Count of the Sesame Street?
No, Merv. Worse.
What could be worse?
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/sign.
Vampires, werewolves, and spooky, scary skeletons. Let your bones rattle. The Spooky Cinema here on Channel 99. Classics featuring Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and more. Check the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune in to Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire metro on the Cable 1. Spooky Cinema on Access Channel 99.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity,
you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
What is this? What is this? What is that figure? What is it with his hair? What do I see? Your eyes and... No!
I will live in the past, the present, and the future. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven and Christmas time be praised for this. I thank you. On my knees, I thank you, Jacob. On my knees. Oh. No, they're not torn down. They're not torn down. Ah! Things that would have been, may have been as well. They will. They will. Yeah, they will. They will. A Merry Christmas! God bless you! Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm as happy as a sad boy. I'm as merry as an angel. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. Oh, Merry Christmas to everyone! Happy New Year to all the world! Oh, wow, hey! Oh, yeah. Here's the saucepan that the girl was in. Yes, and there's the door that old Marley's ghost came through. Yes, it's all right. It's all true. It all happened. Oh, hooray! Hooray! Glorious, glorious. Hey, boy! Hey, a Merry Christmas! It is Christmas Day, isn't it?
Why, of course.
I knew I hadn't missed it. Oh, the spirits have done it all in one night. Hey, do you know the poultry at the corner of the street next but one?
I don't know if I did.
An intelligent boy, a remarkable boy. Do you know if they've sold the prize turkey that they had hanging there?
It'll be hanging there now.
Well, you go and buy it.
Walker!
No, I'm in earnest. You go and buy it and bring it back here, and I'll tell you where to take it. And you come back with a man, and I'll give you a shilling. You come back in less than 5 minutes, and I'll give you half a crown.
Hooray!
Carry that to the Cratchit. You'll have to have a cab. There you are, my boy. There's the address. There's the money. And there's the money to you. Very kind of you to have brought it round. Ah, Merry Christmas, my dear.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Who's that won't come and dine with you? Uncle Scrooge.
Still, what's the consequence? He won't give us much of a dinner.
Indeed. Well, I think he'll lose a very good dinner.
Is your master in, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Can I see him, my love?
He's in the dining room, sir. I'll show you in.
He knows me. He knows me.
You sit there.
Fred.
Bless my soul, who's this?
It is I, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?
Why, it's Uncle Scrooge. It can't be. Will I? A Merry Christmas to you, Uncle. Come in. Come in and join us.
Welcome, Uncle. And a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, my dear. A Merry Christmas to you all.
A Merry Christmas.
Office, Bob. It's nearly 9 o'clock. You promised Mr. Scrooge you'll be earlier than usual this morning.
So I did. You. Goodbye, my darling. Goodbye, my darling.
What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm very sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
I think you are, sir. I think you are.
There's only one thing here, sir. It shan't be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir.
So I tell you what it is, my fine fellow. I'm not going to stand it any longer. And therefore, I'm going to raise your salary.
Sir, you must be joking.
Never more serious in all my life, Bob. I'm going to raise your salary, and as for 96, I'll be a second father to you. Gosh, today. No more work today, Bob. No work today. Make haste your battery, Bob. They'll be wanting you today, Bob. They'll be wanting you today. A Merry Christmas, Bob.
A Merry Christmas, my good fellow, than I've given you for many a year. Go on now. Go on.
Merry Christmas to all the world. Happy New Year to everyone. God bless us all. Bless us everyone.
are the Twilight punks.
Welcome back, Merv. And Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas. God bless us, everyone.